It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Giants and the Jets, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets and their inner-city rivals, the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. It's the battle for New York, or New Jersey for that matter. The Giants and Jets are underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake, Young. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Young. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Patterson to start the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll make it 3rd down. You talk about this Jets defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Taylor will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Young to throw it. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football. He's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get caught for grounding, because that one was well over everyone's head.
They'll try and run Taylor, and he is going to lose yardage here. They'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Hopkins' kick is good, and the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting...
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Young. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now here's Young. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now out come the Giants. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
6-0 our score after 1. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stroud sets up the play action. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now a 1st down throw for Young. They'll get this off to Taylor. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like bats, and they take a lot of pride in cover. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Young steps away to his left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now stands at 13. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Oh, good move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. The Giants at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he's got this down to the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And he is the NFC rating Offensive Player of the Week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Now this one is tight end out on the right side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. Patterson running between the tackles. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check pink. Black block. Click yellow.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Pushes past him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Jets first down.
A first down throw for Young. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here is Young. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Young on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 13-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Complete, Jefferson the target. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Young's throw into the hands of Kirk. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. To the air once more, Young. These guys running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Jets.
Young now. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. To throw, Young. He's got Higbee complete right side. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Taylor now will return it. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Throwing now is Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense. Come on now. Over the middle, zone coverage where all the eyes are back to the quarterback so they see the ball thrown. How do they get that completed?
Well, they got the hand on it. They tipped it. Just a lucky play for the offense, right?
It was, and for the defense, almost demoralizing. That's one that they should have because they see that play developing all the way through.
Warriors 70. Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Final play of the half. Stroud. They're going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, and it's the Cowboys who are out in front. Devontae Smith, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Quarterback Justin Fields with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. And that one is at halftime as they lead the visiting Eagles. 2 touchdown passes there
for Tua Tagovailoa. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Again, Patterson.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
70 Ranger.
Stroud to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Patterson.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Play action. Stroud now.
That is caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Now Stroud.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Cordero Patterson.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And some room to run now. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Young. He gets it to Addison. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Again, it's Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Jordan Addison from 8 yards out. And the Jets have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Yellow, Smith, red.
They'll let Taylor try and run. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a two-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both your pins in this last game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for two.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Giants. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And off running left, Patterson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Stroud. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. C.J. Stroud taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
First time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And now out come the Jets. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing, Young. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
8 yards on the pickup.
And Stroud now to throw. Another completion right back to Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Here's Stroud. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. Touchdown, Giants! Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to move back in front.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Back to Taylor on first down. To about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now third down and 6 to go. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And this offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Young will set to throw. And that is incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Rolling to his right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Stroud on third down now. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets will take over.
Down.
Off the play fake, Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Stroud looking to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. It's Young off play action. This is caught by Addison. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, New York.
Young. And this pass caught by Gray. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Touchdown! Jordan Addison with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So in one play, you've lost an amount of yardage that our stat guy is still totaling up. Now, there are mess-ups, and there are mess-ups. I think this falls in the latter category.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Young now from the 50. And his throw is incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. A second down throw for Young. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. Third and long for Young. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for New York. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 31 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. And that is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. 4th down, 4th quarter, here's Stroud. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. Now a first down throw for Young. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On second down, Young again. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. They're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud off the play fake. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability to... Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Straight ahead, Patterson. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. On second down, a run with Patterson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll start at the 25. Sides against returning it. So the Jets now down by a field goal. Exactly 1 minute remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's second down. Young. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Now Young. And that will be incomplete as well.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
It's desperation time. Young on fourth down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw interceptions early, learned from them, became great later? Who would that be? That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Patterson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's Young. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
One last shot for Young. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Jets, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.